What's up, everybody? You are listening to Metalocity. We are live and loud right here for the next 2 hours, tearing it up with...
3.
I meant 3. I'm still pre-programmed to say 2.
It happens, man.
Jesus. Well, you know what? We've been doing a 2-hour show for, over 3 years?
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, we're a 3-hour show. It's going to take me probably that long just to get used to saying it, and we'll decide to go back to a 2-hour show.
Wouldn't that be our luck?
A 2-hour show, 7 to 9, doesn't sound too bad.
Well, you know it's possible.
That's right. I know somebody in this show who I think I could call and make changes. I'm like, yo, me, what's up? Would it be cool if I, cut back on that last hour?
I'm just you? Isn't there 2 of us involved here? It's we.
No, it's cool, dude. You can go ahead and do this.
I can do the last hour, so you can leave that there?
I'll be like, I'll come in and just make an appearance like, what's up, everybody? I'm important. La,
I'm
la,
out.
la, 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 la.
I'm relevant. Yeah. I'm out.
And then I'll walk out like a motherfucker pushing shit over.
Knocking over the kids.
You know who I am.
Kicking all the dogs.
Shit, I'm going to go over to the neighbor's house and kick their dog, too.
Well, I was going to say you can slap their mama, but their mom not with us anymore. Yeah. Right. That's very... Because you're an asshole. So am I, so that makes it worth it, right?
I'm cool, man. I don't know about you guys.
I'm not. I never claimed to be. Can't be.
So
can't be cool and talk like this.
We got a hell of a show coming up tonight. Also, we're going to be talking about our April 18th Kosher Metal anniversary show.
Bragging
4
about
years.
it? You mean bragging about it?
2 stages,
At
1
Malone's.
night. Yep.
The House of Metal.
So we'll get more into that. Headlining those acts, or that act, 2 stages. So the Metalocity stage, we're going to have Sangre, and the Throwback Fest, we're going to have Cage. So
take that.
$10, totally worth it.
It's a screaming deal for all the bands that are there. 8 bands total, right?
Yeah, something like that. I never learned how to count past 2, so.
Oh wow! So 3 must have been a challenge. That's why you can't say 3. That's it right there. Oh, we got it.
All right, well, we'll be right back. Let's get into some metal.
Metal.
And that's our cue to be awesome.
Awesome.
And that was it. Awesome's over.
Awesome.
So what's up, man? I see you checking out some stories. You know what? Before we go any further.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Fail. I'm Steven Steele.
I'm Stack the Ripper.
And I did believe I said you're listening to Metalocity. But we didn't throw out the phone number.
We didn't do that because we were on a short talk break, though.
Well, that's what that short talk break is supposed to be for, and we just blew it.
So they can jot down the number.
We're just like, that first 3 minutes is like, okay, here's the website. Check us out at metalocity.net. Go to koshermetal.com. Be sure to check it. Our phone number is da-da-da-da-da.
It's pumping and grinding and...
Yep. Oh,
and boom, money shot.
Somebody's in a chat room, and that's cool. And then it made me realize we never fucking promote the chat room.
That's true.
I'm surprised that this gentleman knew that we even had a chat room because we don't ever say shit about it.
Well, he probably saw that on there. That he's like, Chad? Oh, no shit. Let's check that shit out. I bet he's been on there for at least an hour before we got on there and was like, so I wonder when they're going to come on. Is it random? Is it during the show?
I'm on here waiting. Nobody comes into the chat because you don't reply to any of my comments.
Assholes. Yeah, I'm checking out some stories, dude. Really, Slipknot could be the new Kiss? And say,
dude, that's almost an insult.
Slipknot percussionist Sean Crahan, Clown, reels in a new documentary that he envisions the band outlasting its current lineup.
Oh, so they're going to sell their likenesses to...
Pretty much, I think so, yeah.
Oh, how long is it going to be before there's a mini Slipknot?
Oh, dude, that would be so... I couldn't... Oh, man. I'd be like, dude, we have to go!
Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet.
Holy shit. Why did you have to say it?
No shit, nobody calls me.
That shit happen, dude.
Yep.
Unnamed source. What do you think about mini Slipknot?
There's a mini Kiss.
That fucking Down syndrome thing.
No.
No,
no, it's not, dude. How dare you?
It just sounds like it because One of the members of Slipknot was commenting on how they're going to be the next Kiss.
No. He didn't say he's going to be the
basically.
next Kiss. No, what he said was that he envisions the band outlasting its current lineup.
Yeah.
Did you mention Kiss?
Not a mention of Kiss. I put that shit in there. I was like, well, so
Well,
they
it
could
seemed
be the new
legit when
Kiss.
Stack said it.
I was like, well, they're looking to be the new Kiss.
And then I said, then I need to have a mini Slipknot.
Mini is in midgets? Or
Yes.
No, dude. They don't like being called midgets, dude. They're
Little people.
People McNuggets.
Yeah, people McNuggets. That's
So I mean, think about that though. I mean, like their masks for the new dudes are like kind of similar, just like fucked up faces. It's not like a designated mask.
You know, I'm feeling it here. I think that this could really happen. Mini knot.
Mini knot, dude. Slip mini.
Minnie Knot sounds like Minnie Mouse of the Hangover.
Perfect.
Sounds like an Anthrax 80s Anthrax version of Slip Mini knot. Oh, dude, I just can't see. I just can't see what.
The invasion
Was it
is
right
beginning.
there? I'm gonna kill that fucker.
It's the invasion, dude. I dare you to sit down and turn your back.
I ain't afraid of shit.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. I don't see them. Their music's pretty extreme. How long do you think that style of music's going to be sticking around?
Oh,
Not
are
even
you
past
jumping
their second
traitor on
album.
your own team, dude? You don't think metal's going to stick around?
I'm sorry. Did you say they didn't even make it past their second
Slipknot
album?
didn't even make it past their second album.
That second album was metal as fuck.
Yeah. And then they
Their
just
last
decided
album wasn't
to go on
bad.
Infinite Vacation.
Point 5, the Gray Chapter.
So weak.
It's not. I wouldn't call it
It's
completely
not as
weak.
weak as Volume 3.
Volume 3 was actually pretty good in terms of what they were attempting to do, and that album.
I agree.
That
Actually.
album was actually done without the use of profanity.
The hell you say?
There's only one.
That's what happens when you listen to the critics. You come out with a shitty record.
There's only one swear word in that song, which is "the bastard you know is the bastard you hate."
That's not a swear word.
It's
If you're in kindergarten, it is.
well, you know.
Damn. Some harsh words from unnamed source.
I'm in a harsh kind of mood.
Oh boy.
Are we going to listen to it?
No,
Oh. Let's just hear what his opinion actually is.
no. I believe that's what I was looking for. Oh. Did you happen to see the post I tagged you in?
Not yet.
You'll
Am I gonna
find
get
it
hate mail?
You'll find it entertaining. I don't know. I've yet to make you a Steve's hate, a Steele's hate.
I don't need no hate mail.
No, that's right, because it goes to the Metalocity's hate at gmail.com.
Yeah, if you want to contact us, you can go to metalocity.net and hit the contact us button. I check that shit pretty much every day because I have no life.
So the winner, hands down, of any cruise that could ever come up, Motorhead's Motorboat.
I think there's a skin flick called Motorhead's Motorboat.
Oh, really?
Or there will be.
Oh, yeah, dude. So, yeah, dude, this is, dude, fucking look at this lineup, dude. Motorhead's Motorboat featuring Slayer, Motorhead, Anthrax, Suicidal Tendencies, Hatebreed, Exodus.
That's
Fucking,
cool.
Crowbot? I'm sure that's not fucking Probot. Huntress and Fireball Ministry will be there. I believe I've seen Fireball Ministry before, and they opened for Guar, and they got booed off the stage.
Huh. Well, you know what? If you're opening for Guar, you got to make sure you're the right kind of band.
Have you seen their video series, the AV video series, where they did that Boston song,
Yeah.
and then did you see the second one?
I don't know.
They did Carry On My Wayward Son.
Oh, yeah. I saw that, too.
Did you see the third one that they did?
Is this a quiz?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Carry On My Wayward Son was Boston one. The second one was
Fail.
Get Out of My Dreams by Billy Ocean, and then the third one that they did was Pet Shop Boys. Yeah,
Are you
They
asking
actually
or
did
telling?
I can't remember the name of the song.
Fuck the name of the song.
West End Girls.
I don't know.
Dude, they actually
You got me on
they
that
paid
one.
tribute to Dave Rocky in that one. It's pretty cool. I'll fucking find it and let you experience in the wealth of this fine partaking of a song that they did.
I'm just kidding, dude.
You son of a. So Motorhead's Motorboat. Would you be motorboating down with them? Would you be down to motorboat with Motorhead?
I'm not a big fan of cruises because boats usually carry all sorts of fucking.
And dude, Titanic. That's all I gotta say. No
Wow.
shit's unsinkable.
We don't want to get unnamed source started on Titanic. I know he has some shit to say about that. So
Titanic was an inside job.
yeah,
Where is this? Miami to Nassau? Oh, it's in Florida. Oh shit.
huh? Yep, that's more reason to stay away. Not that I hate Florida, I just
Miami to Nassau plus Great Stirrup Bay? K? I don't know. What the fuck is that word? The Bahamas?
okay.
Great Stirrup.
Nassau's in the Bahamas.
Yeah, all you had to do was say the Bahamas, and
Yeah.
it's all good from there. Nobody else knows
And
anything about it
Bahamas.
other than the Bahamas.
Touche, Steele. Touche.
So that's cool. Mike Muir and friends will be there.
And Kerry King and friends.
Yeah,
And Exodus isn't on their original singer, but you know they're not on their original guitar player either
right.
because he's in Metallica.
Well, yeah. Maybe he'll show up, make a guest appearance.
Gary actually he guest
He did-
appears on their new album.
Yeah.
And
We
Gary
played some-
Holt actually learned everything that he knew from fucking Kirk Hammett, how to hold the pick, everything, first chords.
Right.
It was all Kirk Hammett doing, so that's like basically a cloned copy.
Hey, you know, when I was in high school and listening to Metallica and shit, that is what motivated me to pick up the guitar.
Yeah, them and a bunch of other kick-ass musicians that were around.
I was like, that is fucking metal. I'm gonna fucking do that.
Yeah.
And then I just started learning how to play fucking power chords and shit.
Right up your alley, right there. Well, their earlier shit had a lot of fucking finger.
Yeah, that
Fingerboard
came
movement on
came
that
later.
Dude, look at Jump in the Fire.
Because I'm in a successful rock band currently. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. No.
That's that's a lot of fucking fingerboard work right there. Fretboard.
Another
work.
porn movie. Are we making reference bombs tonight?
I don't
or
think so. I wasn't planning on it at least.
backdoor fingerboard work. I think that's what it was called. Oh,
It's
you
going to
could-
be the name of your next album, isn't it?
Hey,
And you're bitching fucking signed metal. All right, so who would you vote for best mascot in metal?
metal mascot Eddie.
Eddie.
As far as popularity and sustainability,
Well, look, they got him going up against Sergeant D of the
and
SOD.
then I think that second would be Vic Rattlehead from Megadeth.
I believe his. Oh, he's not even in there. Oh,
What?
man.
Fuck
Wait,
this
hold
list.
on. Because there's shit down here, like the stage
They
dive
got
region.
Goat Skull, but they don't got fucking.
Vic Rattlehead right there
I was about to say.
in the mosh pit region.
Oh,
So he's going up
here we
against
go.
Hector.
Fucking
from Hammerfall.
subgenres to this, so it's the never-ending question.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, they have like Devil Horn region. Let's see, Snaggletooth, which is Motorhead's.
Yeah.
Versus Mad Butcher from Destruction. Oh, Face Bones from Deathclock goes against Devin Townsend's Ziltoid. Disturbed against Voivod. Dio versus Iced Earths. Oh wow, that's
Dio is a mascot. I was thinking that before you started reading.
Dio is a mascot. Wow.
Huh.
He is the metal mascot.
Well, I would have to say he's an ambassador. I wouldn't call him a mascot.
Well, it seems to more imply like, you know, a fictional character who represents the band. You know, that's what I got when you said metal mascot. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they have Eddie run out on stage and
But
shit.
this
They have
is like their logos
comic
and
books,
shit.
and he's on every album and shit. They
Yeah.
like make a story theme out of this dude.
They
you know?
bring multiple Eddies out to fucking concert
Yeah.
with them. I mean, the craziest of Eddies. Like the best of the best.
Who do they have from Guar? That'd be tough, huh? Who is the Guar mascot?
I don't think Guar has a mascot.
The Guar mascot.
The phallus thing.
Oh, the cuttlefish?
Yeah, the cuttlefish. That's it.
Oh shit, dude. Well, dude, we need to make our own in
What?
Yeah,
I don't like where this is going.
Children of Bodom have Roy? That's the name of their reaper? All right.
Roy. That's
Chester
a manly
from In
name.
Flames.
I'm just kidding. Dude's name Roy.
Painkiller from Judas Priest to Jack-O-Lantern from Halloween. I don't know, dude. Scary Guy. Metallica's logo, or Metallica's mascot is Scary Guy. He's just a scary guy.
Well, they really had to reach for this, didn't
Right,
they?
dude. Goat Skull.
What
Violent
site is this
Mind.
that we're looking at?
This is Loudwire.
Loudwire, huh?
Yeah.
Way to go, Loudwire. Put some effort
Dumbasses.
into it next time.
Dude, Sergeant D of the SOD is a fucking bulldog's head.
Yeah, he's number
And he's
2.
going up against Eddie.
What?
This is the headbanger region. I wouldn't call him.
I'm shaking my head in disapproval.
Well, Motley Crue's up
This
there,
is why
too.
we need a webcam show.
Alistair Fiend. Iron Man mask from Quiet Riot.
That's a mascot? A fucking picture of a mask? Is it on every album cover?
Yeah, I
Has a
think
story
so.
behind it and shit?
Yeah, actually it does.
Okay.
The red leather jacket that fucker wore was, it was a red leather jacket that he wore as a straight jacket.
So is it Michael Jackson wearing a fucking...
A Thriller,
A metal
yeah,
mask.
basically. Before, before,
That's
knowing
cool.
that.
You know, everybody has their thing. Who am I to judge?
You're Steven Steele.
That's right.
One of the dudest priests of metal.
And I judge all the time.
Judge thee often. So yeah, that's they have the headbanger region, stage dive region, mosh pit region, devil
Stage
horn
dive
region.
region, huh? Let's check that out.
Stage dive. All right, that's Scary Guy from Metallica versus
Scary
Goat
Guy.
Skull's JFAC.
What?
Violent Mind from Creator goes up against Nare Hines Sodom.
I forgot the Y. It's sodomy, dude.
My bad. Deathbat from Avenged Sevenfold versus Heart Beast from Cataclysm.
Well, I'm not familiar with all these mascots.
Henry from Black Sabbath.
Truth be told, I didn't even know
Black
there was this
Sabbath had
fucking... I didn't even know there was all these mascots.
Oh, look. Henry from Black Sabbath is going up against Mana Warrior from Manowar. That's what they call that dude.
The Mana Warrior.
The Mana Warrior.
That's great.
Dude,
Well, hey, it's about metal time, so we're going to come back and then give our 2 cents about some shit coming up.
2 cents?
Yeah.
More like a dime or two.
Yeah, that's deep thought. Yep, Psycho Stick.
They just released a video for that.
I'm sure that's going to be entertaining. I haven't seen it yet, but
Dude, their political bum video is fucking hilarious.
yep, those guys are classic.
Indeed.
We've had them as guests on the show before.
Matty Moose. Entertaining as hell, those guys.
Right. Good times.
I can only imagine what that video is like. Their Obey the Beard video is fucking hilarious.
So, in other news, I saw that Devil Driver is welcoming a new guitarist,
Yeah.
Neil Tiemann.
Timon? I'm not sure.
So that's cool. Our last interview we had with Devil Driver, we were under the
Michael
impression,
Spreitzer.
yeah, that we were under the impression that that might be the last interview we have with Devil Driver for a little while.
For a while, because Cold Chamber's going back out on tour.
Right.
They made an album, they're going back out on tour.
Yeah.
So, that's cool. Well, they're at least getting a new dude into the fold and getting him acquainted.
Right. That is cool. So
Learn the back catalog.
I'm sure we can expect something coming up. They were a cool band. I'm sure they're going to keep it going.
Definitely. Well, Dez, he's just going to be angry as fuck and just make some angry music. I was listening to some Devil Driver earlier, and some of their albums have an uncanny sound to like Static X.
Well, we all can draw our inspiration from something, huh?
Yeah. I remember seeing those guys with Pantera and Anthrax back in '97. They were a crazy band to see live.
Back in '97.
Yep. Hell yes. That was a bitchin' year for music. Pantera, that's actually the tour they were promoting for their live album.
Yep. I would say that actually probably in the '90s was a really good fucking decade.
Kick-ass era.
Yeah. Although the '80s brought out some really kick-ass metal bands that
influential shit.
And that still they rolled over into the 90s.
And the 2000s, some of them did.
Yeah.
Or a version of them.
Some of them, I'm not going to name any, but can't let go.
Dave Lombardo Slayer. I got to keep his name associated with Slayer.
We're never going to have this guy on the show as a guest at this rate.
I'm like, so Dave Lombardo, formerly of Slayer, how you doing today?
Yeah.
I'll be like that fucking subliminal guy. That's messed up.
So I could throw out right now that I'm working on having Ross the Boss, for ex-Manowar guitar player, on the show.
That's kick-ass.
Coming up next month.
Hell yeah.
So that's going to be something to look forward to.
He's not formerly of Manowar, is he? He is, but
He is formerly of Manowar.
Is that his full title? Can I call him formerly of Manowar? Ross
You know what? The only reason I say that is because people will make a name association and be like, "Oh, okay, this guy from Manowar, I know who he's talking about." You know.
Okay.
I'm sure it's probably like Nick Menza. He probably doesn't really prefer to be called Nick Menza, ex-Megadeth member.
Formerly Megadeth member.
It's just sort of condescending if you say it, you know.
What if I say it all happy?
As an introduction, or you know, hey, what's up, Nick Menza, ex-Megadeth.
But every time.
Yeah, every time.
Formerly of Megadeth, Nick Menza. How you doing?
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. Formerly of Megadeth, Nick Menza.
Yeah.
That would be dickish. But that's as official. I'd be like meeting you for the first time. You'd be like, Mr. Steven Steele.
Yeah. If you always called me that, that'd be a little awkward.
Which band would you choose for the formerly?
What's that?
Which band would you choose for the formerly? Formerly of blank Steven Steele. What's your bitchin' rock band that's signed right now?
Oh, I don't want to name drop anything.
Okay. You don't want to be
It's
biased.
something in the works.
It's unbiased.
Yeah. It's a complete gag, actually.
Check the disclaimer, bitches.
Yeah. I am completely hoaxing anybody.
Nothing I say is true.
I jammed in a couple bands, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Which one would you choose?
Which one would I choose? Steven Steele from...
Formerly of the one that made you the most money, I would assume.
The one that made me the most money.
Or garnered you the most... Either garnered you the most cash
This is going to sound terrible, but I can't remember the name of the band.
Or...
you know what? I made more money doing bar shows, you know, believe it or not.
Oh, no,
you know,
I believe it.
You show up and you walk out with a couple $100 every time you do it.
I know a place...
As opposed to like the Ventura... I'm not going to name... You know, Ventura Theater, great venue, and whiskey, shit like that. You know, but you know what? You got to sell fucking tickets. And you know what?
I know personally a place just down the road here that pays $300 to $500.
I'm a terrible salesman. I couldn't sell water to a fucking dehydrated person.
I know there's a pub just down the road here that pays $3 to $5. Just for showing up and doing 3 hours. 45...
Dude, why haven't we done this?
Because their style of music isn't exactly...
So? We just conform.
We conform? So we'll play some fucking Slayer.
What kind of music they want to hear? We'll fucking play it. It doesn't even matter. $300, I think we can make it happen.
Let's see. It's a pub.
Okay. So some, like, easy listening for old people?
You know, I mean, I've seen this place have a shitty U2 cover band.
Should I bring my acoustic or my electric?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's it can be an eclectic crowd, but
here we go.
But I've seen them have like a shitty U2, I mean like completely utter crap U2 cover band, and I was like, are you kidding me? You mean to tell me they're going to try and play 3 hours of U2's hits, greatest hits? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, bullshit. There is no such thing.
They probably didn't know. They were probably given a couple songs that were totally sugared up, like, hey, look how awesome we are. And then when the band gets there, they're like, oh, shit, I hired these guys. But they're not going to be like, yeah, I fucked up. No, they're not going to say that. I can be like, yeah, I'm into it, you know.
They'll
try to save face.
They'll cut you early, though.
Yeah, I did this on purpose.
They'll cut you early, and it's at the great entertainment of the staff.
Yeah, that'll be as soon as you start playing the Slayer songs.
Lounge style.
Well, there you go. That's a gimmick.
What about the
we should
the
take our favorite metal hits and...
ukulele?
We'll recruit them. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Any musicians out there who want to join our fucking crazy heavy metal lounge
ukulele
acoustic
/ violin / lounge?
We're going to be huge.
Saxophone band?
Going all the way up.
Mini us.
Hit us up, metalocity.net.
Mini Metalocity. Miniosity?
You know what? We could get a mini Metalocity going.
Miniosity. Wouldn't that be badass? To have our own Miniosity jamming out right here.
You know what pops in my mind is Minnie Mouse. No, that'd be terrible.
Miniosity. That's true.
We probably get sued. Oh, you can't use a word that sounds like ours?
Metal Minimacy.
Yeah.
Minimacy. Oh. What have we done?
Probably not a whole hell of a lot.
So, well, considering that Zach Wilde's going to be releasing Book of Shadows 2
Of
next
course he
year.
is.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't he, right?
Yeah. Everybody else is book dropping. That's what I call it now. It's a new thing. It's called book dropping.
No. He's not dropping a book. He's not dropping a deuce. No, he's to coincide with the 20th anniversary of Book of Shadows. He'll release Book of Shadows Volume 2 sometime next year.
Shows what I know. An album.
Oh yeah, I mean I was gonna say he put out Order of the Black and then the Blackened Order or some shit like that.
Yep.
Unblackened, and it was like acoustic versions of all those fucking songs.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, he's any way to make a buck, right?
I suppose.
And actually, his black.
You can always try man-whoring. I think that might.
Have you seen the guy?
No
actually,
one,
I think
that is why he's for a Pantera tribute.
I've seen his music transfer really well into an acoustic, so I don't imagine there isn't a bunch of people out there that wouldn't have a problem hearing that shit acoustic.
No,
and it would sound like that, I guess. I don't know.
I'm sure it'd be awesome.
Oh, dude, it's Zach Wilde. It's got to be awesome.
It'd
But
be
he's
better
not
if I
dropping a
said
book,
Pantera reunion.
Oh, he might. Hold on. It's kind of a lengthy thing here.
Oh, he goes into it? He's all, if you noticed, I showed up in a limousine, and I'm leaving in a taxi. I really need this thing to happen.
Nope. No, he doesn't say anything about the great P.
Pisser?
No. Yeah, well, just by grazing over it, I didn't see anything about Pantera. Yeah, no, nothing. Tells an Ozzy Osbourne story, though. Oh, funny guy.
He once snorted off of a fill in the blank. Yeah.
A whole nostril full of fucking ants.
He's all, dude, is it gay if I do a rail of coke off your dick? He's all, what?
That's fucked up.
You want to be dropped off the bus?
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't know that actually
severely
happened.
damaged my reputation.
There goes having Zach Wilde on the show.
Would we want him? He's not that far away from here, as far as
dude.
proximity wise.
We're gonna tell him no. Like, you know what, dude? Even though we talk about your stories and shit,
I'm all formerly of Ozzy Osbourne fame.
Call me when the tribute happens.
Coat Taylor riding Zach Wilde.
Then you'll be a little bit more relevant. Just kidding.
He still has his hair. He's relevant. I have
That's
hair.
true. And he has a beard. Shit, that means something.
Yeah, that's true. A pretty Viking-esque beard, actually.
I saw this funny picture floating around that showed like 70s vagina compared to 70s face.
And then 2000s face versus 2000. It was
the
like
hair just
guy's
like trade
face
places.
done clean. And the fucking bush was out of control. It was like fucking Afro badge.
Damn.
Afro badge?
I can't believe anybody was ever into that.
I wonder if I can make that my new band name.
Afro badge.
Afro badge?
Yeah, well, hey, you know what? That could be the name of our lounge metal act.
Lounge with Afro badge.
Yep.
God.
Yep. Playing the easy listening all night long.
Gillette must have made a fucking fortune when women found out shave your box.
I'm surprised they probably do make a special razor just for that, huh?
I would assume so.
Bro,
That's
you
probably
want
the pink
lightning-
package one.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
I just assumed it was the same shit, just a different color.
That's for the gay guys who want to shave. Oh, dude. That's mini Afro badge. Dude, they could have fucking Afro stuffed in the front of their bikinis.
You're stuck on this mini thing.
I kind of am, dude.
Well, we got a little mini
we could
4-year
do mini
anniversary show
everything.
coming up.
Oh, that's true. April 18th.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up some details on that.
Got you covered, my friend.
Oh, all right.
There it is.
Yep, I
That
guess
would be at Malone's in Santa Ana.
you can go right to our Metalocity Facebook page, or you can go straight to koshermetal.com, or you could check out Kosher Metal's Facebook page, or, I mean, the list goes on and on.
We just have to make a sound effect for you.
For the purpose of the show, I'm going to say go to metalocity.net.
So April 18th at the House of Metal, Malone's in Santa Ana. 2 stages will melt your face.
$10
completely
cover,
off.
7:30 p.m.
21 and over. And that's 1, 2,
4, 9,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
10,
bands. 8 bands, like I
72.
said earlier. And it
88 bands.
you getting that past that whole 2 number really got to you, huh? I thought you were going to say I never counted up to more than 6. 6, 6, 6.
Yeah.
That's 8 bands that'll be melting your faces completely off. 2 stages. It's non-stop metal.
Yep.
It's constant
You got throwback
metal.
metal, and you got Metalocity metal. 2 stages.
That's true.
$5 a stage. Look at it that way.
Right? And if you're thinking about it per band, that's like $1 something per band, right?
This chick is checking me out, dude, and it's been bothering me. Every time I look over, I see
It's
it.
been bothering you that a chick is checking you out? I think you might have to have your head checked.
No, it's just bothering me because it's creepy, and it's a person staring at me from this picture. It looks so real.
It looks so real.
Come on, bitch, don't you got something else to look at?
Apparently not. She's just mesmerized by the Judas Priest of metal.
Even in a photograph.
The photograph was looking at me with intent. That's all I'm saying.
Should I do a Blink 182 story? No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, dude, where's the cricket? Can I get the access to the crickets? Actually, I do have that ability, and mine. Amon Amarth parted with their drummer.
Oh, really?
Yep. Part ways with longtime drummer Frederick Anderson.
Wow.
17 years with the group.
That's crazy. What happened? Contract dispute? Musical differences?
Decided to part ways after 17 years. Important part of Amon Amarth's development. We wish him the best for the future.
sucks.
We are currently in process of writing the new album, but at the moment, there is no replacement for him.
Maybe that could be me.
Oh,
Fuck it.
yeah, buddy. Reach for the stars.
So it turns out that the ugliest chick alive is actually a dude.
I'll be damned.
Can you believe it?
I can actually. I can believe that the ugliest chick is
You know,
a dude.
and you look at a picture like what we're currently looking at. You know, most of them are chicks,
Yes.
and then there's this one that you're like, is it a chick? You know, she's an ugly chick. I wouldn't bang her. Then you zoom in.
I'll be
Chick
damned.
has
It's
a
a
fucking
dude.
goatee. Yeah,
It's a chick with a dick.
he's the one guy who doesn't belong in that band.
One of these things.
He's
is not
fucking
like
up my
the other.
fantasy.
How dare he?
The one penis per fantasy rule.
How dare he? Oh.
Oh, MP3 girls, huh?
Ow, ow. Frantic Amber apparently is a band that I need to check out.
That's them.
Yeah. And coincidentally, they put their album out 3 days before our 4-year anniversary show.
Oh, right on. Well, we'll check it out. We'll play it if it's awesome.
That's true. Speaking of our anniversary show, can you believe we got Sangre?
I'm pretty psyched about that.
That's awesome.
Cool band.
Bunch of bro homids those guys are.
Yeah, we've had some good times. And it's cool because they played our first anniversary show as well, so it just seems right.
That's kind of, bringing the circle full bore.
Right.
That's the full Monty right there. It's actually funny because I didn't put 2 and 2 together until that movie that, not the full Monty, but...
Whatever, dude. You love that movie. It's cool.
No, it was a recent movie about dude strippers. And it was
You watch dude stripper movies?
No, I haven't seen it. That's why I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Really, but they were talking about. I don't know if they were talking about that. But they were talking about how they can't call it they call it the Monty when they go full frontal.
I wouldn't
Monty,
know it.
and okay, now think about that though, because Monty Python. That's a term for big dick.
Yes, it is. But on to another story. No, I'm just kidding.
No, dude, I didn't even put two and two together because they were like, yeah, apparently they show the full Monty in this movie, and I was like, the full Monty Python.
Well, hey, my alias
okay.
is going to be Jose Guapo.
Jose Guapo. I think I'll be Jack Queso. Oh, that's not funny or right, actually.
Handsome Jesus.
Handsome Jesus.
That's literally what that translates to.
Jose Guapo? Or Guapo?
Jesus.
Jesus Guapo?
However you say it, tomato, tomato.
Then you'd be the Guapo.
Yeah, you're right.
You'd be
Jesus.
El Guapo. I'm El Guapo.
Are gringos just falling from the sky?
Orale.
I'm on your side.
We need to play the disclaimer after this clip because
Oh,
it's
great, dude.
because I don't know, we may have offended some people. We may have totally done it, dude.
Well, it's cool, dude. You know what? Cinco de Mayo's coming up. You know what's a funny thing about Cinco de Mayo? I was asking some friends, what it was, and they're like, well, we don't even really celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It's just
So therefore, I don't give a fuck.
it's like an Americanized holiday.
Or were you asking some Spanish friends?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's just like Valentine's Day.
Or St. Patrick's Day. But it was
yeah.
actually,
For the Irish?
Yeah.
It's Mexican Independence Day.
It's Mexican. Yeah, that's what it actually is. But these people don't celebrate it because it's an Americanized holiday.
Right. Well, there was some other... I don't know the exact background, so if somebody wants to call us in and fill us in, what's the number?
805-409-8585. Bitches.
Let us know how wrong we are. I'm sure somebody's listening out there who may know.
That's true. We might want to hear from you, you psychos.
So I think it's funny that... no, I don't
Dave
know.
Lombardo of Slayer?
No. Close, though. Dave Elfson of Megadeth.
Currently of Megadeth fame.
Yeah. Downplaying the possibility of a Rest in Peace lineup.
Well, I believe he gave some reasons why it wouldn't work, but we didn't delve too deep into that one.
Yeah. That's because we already know that. They're going to bring in a couple guys.
Hired hands.
Yep. It's going to be those guys.
Flash in the pants players.
Because they don't want to have to pay them a bunch of money. Yeah.
What do you,
They're going to get
I wonder how much it is to rent Megadeth as opposed to Metallica.
how...
So Metallica gets like $1 million. You guys are going to get like $750,000.
And Metallica got 500,000, right? Or was it $1 million?
I think it was like $1 million for the full production because you have to provide
We have to look up and see how much Megadeth is. I bet you $50.
$50.
No, I'm
Dude,
just kidding.
I'm
So-
imagining like they're just behind Metallica at like 999,000.
$250K.
I don't know. Do you think Dave Mustaine can't be bought or sold, man?
Yeah, he can, or else he wouldn't be in the business.
You're all cryptic writings
Yeah.
and United Abomination. That's all I gotta say.
He plays the game. He wants to sell records.
It's not show friends.
That's right. It's show penis.
Oh,
That's what I do. I whip it out when in doubt. That's the solution to every problem.
the cause and solution to most of
Come on,
world problems.
let me think about this.
Sorry about your dog.
That's how I get my light bulb going.
How much to rent?
Megadeth. I love it. Let's find out, shall we? I love
How
the
much does
internet.
it really cost to book your favorite band? Megadeth booking? Well,
Okay. We go right to their...
oh, what's this here? How much to book? I guess I could have used the proper terminology. To book.
you put to rent, like...
Yeah. Well, then that would be,
Yeah. Hey,
Dave
baby.
Mustaine, you're a fucking
Yeah.
douche.
You charge by
for
the
fucking
hour?
3 hours.
Yeah. Like picking up a prostitute.
Oh man. But he
How much
does-
for 20 minutes?
He's all just the two of us, or like the whole band when I get one. It doesn't exactly say on this page.
That's because I'm guessing it's around 250K.
Ooh, oh, wait. Oh, 25K.
25K.
You added a fucking extra zero onto that.
I am fucking generous.
Who's that?
It's 25K. Dude, I think we can make this happen.
Dude, it's 95K to rent Mastodon.
What?
Yeah. 15K for these people.
Those kids?
Oh, look, it's 100K for Sabbath. Dude.
With Ozzy, huh?
Well, it's got those three guys. Dude, it costs more to rent Metallica than Sabbath.
Fuck yeah, apparently. A lot more.
About 10 times.
But I think we can make the Megadeth thing happen, right? For when we open up our Metalocity studios.
What about if we just want to bitch slap every one of these dudes?
If we can afford to open up our
Or these
Metalocity
ones.
studios, I think that we could afford to have Megadeth come to the opening ceremony.
It's good to have gold.
Yeah, fuck it.
Check us out on Kickstarter, I guess.
That's right, dude. Yeah. Help us fund this shit. Yeah.
Crowdsource funding and shit. Oh, man.
And then we'll find out who the guitarist is going to be.
Young man dies at Chelsea Grin Carnifex show. That sucks.
Couldn't take the music, huh?
Guess not. Suicide Silence get... Oh, hey, they hang out with Be Real.
Be real.
Indiana guitarist gets set on fire during show. That's kind of metal.
On purpose?
I don't know. I'm going to have to check that story out later. Oh, and you did tell me about this earlier. They're rumored.
Right.
Slayer and King Diamond are rumored for Mayhem Festival.
Well, that's
Rumored.
cool. I mean, would I go to see just Slayer? Definitely, I wouldn't go to just to see Slayer. I would be basically going to see King Diamond.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's still... Yeah. Depending on who exactly is on that bill. Because, I mean, like, last year they had a couple of cool bands, and I was like, eh.
If those are the two biggest bands they have on the bill, then I'm like...
They got to have at least 4, because main stage is 4, and they have to have at least upper crusty dudes.
Well, they could probably afford Megadeth. I'm surprised they're not on the bill.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're headlining the third or second stage.
They're like, we'll show up at bar mitzvahs and parties, and we'll play in your backyard if you got the 25K.
Hoi vey! Did that one make it in? Or did we already hear it?
What are you talking about?
The Megadeth song.
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the music.
Oh, okay.
No, it already played.
Oh, well, see. There we go.
Oh, no, it didn't. My bad.
Oh.
I put it at the end of the show.
$25K to rent these guys.
That's
now,
cool.
if I won the lotto tomorrow...
The Mega.
Mega Man. I'm all... The Mega got me the death.
Yep. So at my party, when I have the fucking 300 million...
And Megadeth, Slayer, and...
I think the last one was like 500 million.
The Rust in Peace reunion show.
Fuck yeah.
With the 25K to rent them, and then like another 5K for the other members.
You're going to see the Pantera tribute. Fucking, the first show is going to be in my backyard.
Girl, I have arrived, neighbors.
I'll have the original Megadeth lineup.
The original. Bury that thing.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
whatever
bring him
it
up.
takes, dude.
Exhume that motherfucker. Oh man, that's funny. I like Slipknot guitarist reportedly stabbed, and I haven't heard any more on that about what's up with Mick Thompson.
I think he's cool. They
Think
kind of
he's aight?
downplayed it, you know. It's about the severity of the situation, but that was about it.
Okay. Just trying to check up on some stuff that we've done here. No. Maybe if I actually search for the relevance.
Yep, live searching while we're streaming.
Right.
We can hear you clicking too.
I'm sure that's entertaining as hell.
I'll be quiet. So
Oh, nope, yep. Nothing on it. Stabbed. That's it.
Now, if it severed an artery or something, the story would have been a lot different.
Yeah. You picture that face under that mask, though? He looks like a lot more intimidating here.
For sure. There, he looks like somebody who'd work in a car garage.
There?
No, the other picture. He looks like a mechanic or something.
Just some dude.
Yeah. Of course, that makes it convenient when you want to do shit like go to the grocery store.
Or beat the crap out of somebody.
Yep, or just hang out at any local bar.
Dude, if you saw that, like the crazy clown videos at a local bar, you just walk in wearing the mask at a local bar and just start nailing fuckers. Wham! Wham!
No, I'm saying opposite. You know, you can do this, but then you want to go to into public places and not be like mobbed and shit by people like, oh shit, it's you.
Well, that's originally why they intended for the masks and coveralls.
Right, because they knew they were going to be so popular that they're like, hey, we better get masks.
Well, no, that was the original. The original idea behind it was that they have the anonymity.
Yeah.
And they actually, I guess there was a local rival band that was throwing a bunch of shit at them during one of their performances in the early days. He's like, so we went, took the coveralls and masks off, and went into the fucking crowd and took care of business. Can you imagine just getting your ass kicked for no fucking apparently no reason? You know, it's like 20 minutes after you belted the fucking singer Slipknot with a battery or some shit, like a C or a D battery.
Shit happens.
Right? And then they fucking come back and beat your ass and you have no idea that it's them. Just like out of the blue, 20 minutes later.
Yep. Perfect.
That'd be fucked up. I'd like to see that. That'd be entertaining as hell. They took off their masks and everybody was like, who the hell are you? Bam! One right to the face.
Yep, definitely one of the cooler guys, I think, in the band.
One of the cooler masks.
Yeah, for sure.
His mask is taking on a little more on the face paint or detail side of it. I like his older mask, like this one right here.
Right.
Just a plain Iron Man. And Sean Clown Crahan has just had some uber creepy masks over the years.
I like how the dude with the spikes, they just get huger.
Yeah. And then Jim Root seems to be disappearing along the chin line so he can flaunt his magnificent beard. And Joey Jordison's not in the band anymore, which kind of sucks.
Right.
He was going for some sort of rooted hand thing on one of their last albums.
Yeah, he had a cool costume in their last album.
Like Crown of Thorns and some like weird
and then before that, his
like roots or branches or some shit.
He's always had cool costumes, actually.
The Kabuki mask has always been generally just fucking creepy as hell.
Yep.
And then the way that he painted it was pretty intense. Yeah, their new masks are pretty creepy. How he can tear his fucking...
The fuck?
See, this is what the new masks look like right here. That one and that one. So they're kind of generic.
I was about to comment on that picture, but saved by the music. Let's get into some metal. Wow, man. The world is falling apart. I'm looking through these stories, you know, and I'm just desensitized now. Nothing makes any sense.
Maybe that shit was already always going on. You just didn't know about it before.
Right, now I'm just too engrossed in it.
Now your eyes have
I need to take a step
opened.
back a little bit. Detach myself from mankind's stupidity.
Yeah, well, you know.
I see you got a couple.
No, not really. I just kind of started looking at them. I was too busy looking at old photos of Slipknot. Still hunt for the serial pooper in Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, that's why I said they're still hunting.
Yeah. Stolen vehicles driven to State Patrol office in Bellevue.
Seems legit.
Oh, they drove it into their parking lot and tried to bounce, and the cops busted them. Darth Vader with a long rifle robbed North Carolina bank.
Dude, is it that bad? Is it that bad?
Runaway beer keg. An Indiana teenager's luck apparently run out after his runaway beer keg on St. Patrick's Day caught the attention of the police.
Can you imagine standing there like, so Jim, what you gonna do after you get off the ship today? Kang, 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 as the keg goes past you. That's fucked up.
Cocaine dealers caught after buying multiple food mixers from ASADA. ASDA. Oh, from ASDA, I mean. I don't know why. So I'm thinking carne asada. I'm like, damn, I'm hungry.
That's funny.
They bought them to mix their cocaine, apparently. Car carrying a bunch of cannabis crashes into a police car.
Oh, man. That just gives us a bad name.
Yeah, fortunately, no one required hospitalization. Robber wearing a zebra print onesie is jailed.
What?
Yeah.
That's worthy of a tap.
Oh, I love it. The bumbling crook who tried to rob a shopkeeper at knife point disguised in a zebra print onesie was recognized as soon as he opened his mouth and demanded the cash, the court was told.
Give me all your money!
Man walks into trooper's car, gets charged with DWI.
What now?
That's not my car? Oh, shit.
I'm bad. I'm fucked up.
Yeah, I love it. The quote from the police department is saying, it may have been the easiest driving while intoxicated arrest ever. French man allegedly hid his Russian wife in a suitcase at a police border crossing.
Seems about right. Why, though? I'm not even going to bother asking why on that one.
Probably because he bought her.
Well, that's always a possibility, eh?
Suspect spray paints face to avoid identification.
That's one way to go blackface on it.
Oh, actually, he literally did. 23-year-old Jose Espinoza ran from the police after being caught with a stolen car.
Try to paint himself white?
Yep. Officers caught up to him. He had his face painted black.
Oh, dude, you should have gone white.
That was right here in Madera County.
Let's see. Man stole Christmas gift he gave to neighbors.
That's cheap, huh? Man rides motorcycle through a mall during a police chase.
That's fucking awesome level
Right.
10 right there.
I mean, if you're going for broke, you might as well go all the way, right? Full action movie
That's
style.
police chases, level fucking Blues Brothers right there,
Right.
dude. Tax cheat hit $300 million. Oh, we have a call.
Oh, you did it now.
Oh, yeah, oh, that's right, huh? I'm gonna get my ass chewed out, aren't I? What the hell? Come on! Why won't it let me?
Oh, maybe.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm there.
Yes, you're on air with the Dude's Priest of Metal. Who are we talking
Hey,
to?
I've called before. My name's Adolfo. Metalhead here in Simi, stuck in this crappy town. I was wondering if you guys can play some Dead Night for me.
Dead Knight?
We could definitely take
Yeah.
it down.
From Chicago. Not Keeper of Souls, but Messenger of Death.
Nice.
These guys, check them out. They're from Chicago. They don't really exist anymore, but let me tell you, the album, you guys got to check that album and play it.
Which album was it again?
It's called Messenger of Death by Dead Night. I'm the guy that requested Manowar the other day.
Yeah.
Probably the only one that called in and requested Manowar. So yeah, check out Dead Night. And if you guys, also an Arizona, a band from Arizona called Napalm Strike. They're fucking sick. Good thrash and like speed in there. Good
Nice.
stuff. You can play those two requests. Anything by Napalm Strike and Dead Night, Dead Night Messenger of Death. I greatly appreciate it.
We will definitely give it a shot, man.
All right, thank you, sir.
Right on,
You have a
thank
lovely night.
You as well, Adolfo.
Bang your heads hard, sir.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right, later.
All right.
Cool. We'll see what we can do for that request.
Indeed. See, he seems like he knows his shit there, so we might as well.
Hey, Simi's a cool
give her-
town, man.
we might as well give him
I've
our
had a lot of
best.
good times there.
Yeah. Part of my childhood was spent there.
Yep, it's a crazy town.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Unfortunately, it turns more and more like the Valley. That's, only us Southern Californians know what we're talking about. This is code talk. Everybody else, you
The
just don't
Valley
get to know.
is basically like, to everybody else, it's like Hollywood adjacent or LA adjacent.
People outside of California, they just look at the entirety of Southern California and call it all LA.
They do?
Yep. Even our area, we're all just LA.
I thought we were just a tiny speck and like everything else was like farms.
Pretend lines are drawn through it.
An invisible line.
You damn Californians.
But in the fucking what was that, the treaty, not the treaty, it was Treaty of St. Louis, but it was like the what the fuck do they call it? I failed on history apparently.
History.
Louisiana Purchase.
I'm not sure about
Were
yesterday.
we part of the Louisiana Purchase?
How the fuck did we get on this topic, dude? This is a metal show, not an educational fucking program.
Hey, I don't know, man. Shit just goes everywhere.
Hey.
Oh, the tax cheat hid $300 million in Swiss accounts?
That goes right up there with driver in Finland slapped with $60,000 ticket for 14 miles an hour, driving 14 miles an hour over the speed limit.
What?
60,000? You know what? That's a good way to deter fucking speeding.
You said that was in Norway?
Finland.
Finland?
Imagine if they made the fine
Is that-
60 grand for speeding. How many people you think would be
now,
fucking
is
speeding?
Is that 60 grand American?
They're using a American dollar symbol, so I'm assuming so.
Ooh, man. If that was like Phoenician money or some shit. I don't know. He's like, what? That's like 15
They don't
bucks.
use sand coins anymore.
Oh, okay. Wooden nickels?
They had this thing called the Iron Age.
Oh. Did they? Because they're always in fucking ice, aren't they?
No, they evolve.
Oh, okay.
They get shit from other places.
Columbia even brings to him, man.
Inmate hid pills in his rectum and sold them to other inmates. No surprise there.
I mean, if they were
The only difference
wrapped
is
in something,
he was
put
busted.
in a pill bottle and wrapped in something else.
Now that'd be fucking a story, right? If he had like 30 of them shoved up his ass and the bottle broke and he got fucking wasted.
Well, that's why they got to be wrapped up in something.
30 OxyContin in the ass.
Oh.
That'll change your plans for the afternoon.
Or life. That would.
He's like, well, I was getting butt raped by some dudes and they broke the bag.
Oh, dude. You are not right, sir.
Worst case scenario.
Man. You are not right in the head.
Oh, I love this story. Knife-wielding man mistakes stamp kiosk for an ATM and mugs somebody. See, this
It's
dude-
fucking
yeah.
funny as shit, dude.
Dude thought the chick
I just
was
had to go
withdrawing
through that
money.
in my head. I was just like,
She was actually buying stamps. Yep, surprise, surprise.
this is to send out my welfare check.
Man on parole for robbing store robs it again 15 years later.
That's, well, why not? You know, familiarity.
He's
Creature
like,
habit.
you remember me, motherfucker?
I'm.
Last time I got busted. This time,
I ain't
Spent
gonna
15 years going, I did it all wrong. I'm going to get away with it this
Yep.
time.
see where I went wrong was talking about
Yep.
my crime. Mwah!
he's like, oh, in that 19 years, we actually installed like security cameras and shit. And
I'll be damned. Since you've been inside and seen only concrete,
yeah, we've had technological improvements on this motherfucker.
that's fucking funny. They already had your DNA on file, moron.
Yeah, well, you know, what can you do?
Not rob the same fucking store 15 years later.
You should have went across the street. That's what he could have done.
Right, dude? Case the joint for fuck's sakes, man. At
So
least make
fuck
sure they don't
Circle
have
K. I'm headed to 7-Eleven.
Well, 7-Eleven's got the camera like right there, dude.
That's true. Fuck 7-Eleven.
Get the fuck out of my face,
Yep.
stupid camera.
I'm going to head over to Whole Foods and take a shower in the produce section. Contemplate what store I'm going to rob.
Actually, they encourage you to open up package, not like open it, but if you ask one
Oh,
of the
shit.
associates, "Can I open this to try it out?" They'll let you.
I thought you were going to say they encourage people bathing at fucking Whole Foods.
You know, they might. They're into that whole fucking hippie holistic bullshit.
Yep. We did that story before. A guy got busted for doing it.
Was it at Whole Foods?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I would imagine that would have been at like the Whole Earth or some shit.
Right here in our town. Yep.
You're kidding.
Nope.
That's fucking scary.
That's why I don't go there. Of course, it probably happens at every Whole Foods. Well, now that we're going to get sued by Whole Foods,
mean
read the
like-
disclaimer.
Like down the street?
Yep.
Fuck. That's just not right. Organic, huh? Is that what organic
Yeah.
means?
Well, organic shit is organic, dude.
Depends on what you fed that thing that just shat out that stuff.
Yeah, there is no GMOs in my turd.
Don't you eat at McDonald's?
No, hardly.
No, that's right. They took the pink slime out and you're not a fan.
Yeah, fuck it. They took the flavor pack out.
flavor pack. You know that little packet of flavoring when you open up your fucking ramen?
You just sprinkle it on your shit. Get on with your day. Maybe just eat the flavor packet. Fuck it.
That's the metal way to do it, is to boil the water, eat the noodles raw, pour the water down your throat, and then just snort the fucking packet.
Of course, you just reminded me of the story about how Kraft recalled like 80 million boxes or some shit of macaroni and cheese, but for having metal flakes in them.
Yeah, there was a post.
Yeah, by me. Did you see the post I put on Facebook?
Yeah, that's what I said. There was a post.
Finally, a brutal snack for us metalheads.
Right? We can finally clench our teeth into something fucking metal. Literally. Again, you know, I mean, like, some of the stories that I've heard from, like, serial killers, they've done some metal shit. Like, bitten some dude's ear off and shit.
That's tough business.
You know? I mean,
Unless you're
you gotta
into it.
compete, right?
That's true. You want to be on a cereal card.
I'm looking to make the ace of spades on that one.
There should be a cereal box featuring serial killers. And every week, every quarter or something, you change it up with a different serial killer.
Unnamed source. Can we make that?
What?
A cereal with featuring serial killers on the box, with little marshmallow weapons and shit.
That way you can change them to suit the killer.
Right. We can mix it up.
But you have to like pay for their licenses.
Do you?
Most of them are dead anyway,
Just
right?
throw some money on their books.
Throw some money on their books. Well, I mean, like, John Wayne Gacy's dead. Jeffrey Dahmer's dead.
Yep. No victim.
Jack the Ripper was never really truly discovered, but more than likely dead.
I doubt we're gonna get sued by that guy.
I guess if you were careful.
Whoa. We can't do fucking Manson yet. He's not dead. Dude, I wonder where he's been at on some ghoul pools.
Well, your tax dollars are keeping him alive, so chances are he's gonna live a good, long time.
Damn it. I just want them to fucking put all those fuckers on a desert island somewhere and have them hash it out.
You know what we should do to save money is instead of putting
Switch
people on
our
death
car
row,
insurance to Geico?
we just we just choke them out.
Yeah.
The old neck break. Guilty.
Ropes don't cost much.
Yeah, but they still cost something.
Oh, and you do have to replace them after every hang.
You know, getting someone like this and going with their neck costs nothing.
That's true. And, well, I mean, like a guillotine's only like a one-time purchase thing, right?
Then you grind them up and use them for mulch.
I see no flaw in your plan, sir. Henceforth, with the mess. Well, I guess that'd be
that
dumping
be
some
a-
chlorine in the gene pool, wouldn't it?
I take that back about dumping it in mulch. That might be kind of fucking sick.
Soylent Green.
Let's get into some old school.
Metal.
What's up? We are back live and loud right here on Metalocity. Checking out those requests.
Trying.
Yep. We may have to play those next Thursday.
Oh, I'm getting them in there now, though. Trying to.
We're doing what we can.
The inner tubes of the internet.
Plus, at the end of the show, we have our instead of doing our Metal Masters that we typically do, we're going to be doing.
He's a master.
Oh, he's the master. You know, we're going to be playing some Randy Rhoads because this was the anniversary of his demise.
Yeah. Way to put it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was trying to church it up, but
There's no way to church that one up.
because you know
His untimely demise.
right there you go, untimely demise. What did I say? Gruesome, horrific.
Somewhere along those lines, I believe.
So we're going to rock out to a couple classics
Indeed.
for Metal Masters tonight. That's coming up at the end of the show.
That is for sure.
So what else you got going on, man? My shit's dead.
Your shit's dead.
Yep.
You ain't got no juice?
Nope.
No juice? No OJ?
Nope. Done.
Oh, dude. We gotta get that fixed.
You can't fix it.
Can't... What? Here? Nah. What else did I have going on? Modern Moth, we talked about that. Oh, someone who passed away that nobody really... I never even really heard of him. Bruce Crump from Molly Hatchet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, the drummer from Molly Hatchet died. Original Molly Hatchet drummer. We are sorry to announce, original Molly Hatchet drummer Bruce Crump has died.
That was fucked up.
At the age of 57. Oh, man.
Just that I didn't mean to play the sad trombone. Oh, someone died.
You're a bastard.
Oh, that is fucked up.
That is, actually. Very. But, you know. Only fucking Bob Barker would judge on that one right there. Oh, well.
Having some technical issues?
Not necessarily technical, but I have some questions. You know, I mean, I'm an inquisitive kind of guy.
The black hole versus the quasar?
Not really.
In the battle royale?
Oh, really? I don't know who's going to win that Magic Wrestling match. I was not informed of that card. All right. Let's see here.
I knew what you're doing, but you can do that during the music play.
Indeed. I'm just trying to get it done and over with, you know?
Yep.
That way...
Live is probably not the best time.
You know. Anytime is not the best time, really.
We make shit happen on the fly. But that is really on the fly.
Tool's going to be coming out with a new album finally. I guess their lawsuit's over. Their lawsuit's over. And they're moving forward in their adventures in Tool land. In the land of tools.
Yeah.
We played them earlier, you know?
Yeah. I saw that.
But one thing that we're really
Like
excited
tool
about...
bags.
One thing that we're really excited about, and not a bunch of tool bags showing up, is the 4-year anniversary show on April 18th.
Yep. That'll be cool.
Indeed. And it's kind of in a centralized location for metal.
Faux show.
It's not an unbiased area there.
Every area is a metal area.
If we're there.
That's the cool thing about metal, you know. It doesn't matter who you are, or what you think, or what you're into. You know,
That don't mean shit.
Your politics, your religion, none of that shit
race,
matters.
your creed.
You're either a metalhead or you're not a metalhead.
That's
you know?
very true.
And one metalhead can always tell another metalhead.
That's very true itself, too.
I'm getting attacked by diving things and...
Is it the mosquito hawk?
No, it wasn't. It was a huge winged fucking monster.
Huge wing. Yeah, that was a mosquito hawk. You're always like one of them potato bugs. But
No, I
fucking
know
with
what a
wings.
mosquito hawk looks like. It wasn't that. Those are
it might
skinny little fucking...
Yeah. Oh, that
With the big wings.
was it a huge June bug?
No, you would have heard that.
It would have bounced off your microphone like 6 or 7 times
Right.
before it actually did
It'd be
anything.
hitting my monitor or something.
April 18th at the House of Metal in Malone's, or at Malone's in Santa Ana. 2 stages. Throwback stage, Metalocity stage.
I can't wait for 2 days before the event. We can go 2 stages in 2 days.
My friend. Is that a Saturday?
Oh, yeah, it is on a Saturday. We'll actually be able to say that.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yep. Right on, man. We're gonna have to play twos on that one.
That's right.
All twosies.
Your 2 hosts say that in 2 days there'll be 2 stages.
Twice the action.
That's
Get down
right.
again.
Buy us 2 drinks.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's the thing. There's a buy us 2 drink minimum. I forgot to say.
You know how fucked up you're gonna be?
Yep. And then feel free to get yourself something too. Yeah.
And pour us doubles.
And don't be cheap. I like the Patron.
Tip the bartender twice. Oof.
I party it right, man.
You will have
The
probably
agave.
the equivalent of maybe 3 thimblefuls, and you're like, I'm fucked up. I gotta drive. Never
Oh
mind.
no, I've been working on my tolerance lately.
Okay, all right. We'll see. Oh, unnamed source just chuckles. That's fucked up.
Well, I pretty much killed that one bottle I got.
Right on.
single-handedly.
No help.
It's funny. I was thinking about getting the Patron Gold, but it's a little bit out of my price range. I was like, Jesus.
Jesus wouldn't buy that, I don't think. I think Jesus is more of a Jack Daniels kind of guy.
No, I don't think so. But I'm sure he's not a Jaeger guy.
Or a vodka guy.
Yeah, no.
That'd be a little weird. He's all, can I get a vodka soda? Oh, what the hell, Jesus?
Teriyaki tastes like sake.
I just recently watched bits and pieces of Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail. You know how many times King Arthur yells, Jesus Christ! As he's like running away from some shit? A lot. It's pretty funny, actually.
Yep, that's a classic.
The Royal Hand Grenade.
Yeah. That and The Life of Brian, that was pretty classic, too.
The brother of Christ.
I love how at the beginning they, like, mistook him for Jesus and shit, and the three wise men, like, came into his house. And then at the end, when they're like, pushed his mom out of the way, like, oh, shit, this is the wrong address.
Are you not him? That's one of the classic movies. Their other movies kind of got a little too obscure for me.
Yeah, there was some weird ones.
There was something... I remember a fat dude imploding. He was vomiting everywhere.
I remember a bunch of businessmen sailing on a ship through, like, the city, past skyscrapers and shit.
That was, like, in their intro, wasn't it?
I can't remember what movie that was.
That was Quest for Life?
I don't know. If I knew that, I wouldn't have forgotten.
The Meaning of Life? Monty Python's Meaning of Life?
Is it?
I think so.
That would make sense. Corporate finances.
The meaning of life. That's messed up.
Yeah. That's the ugly truth. Anybody who says money doesn't matter, that's what the man tells you to make you feel better about being broke.
The Working Dead.
Yeah, The Working Dead. Perfect example.
Right there.
So we're going to get into some metal right about now, and we will be back. And we're back. Live and loud right here on Metalocity. We still got another 30 minutes. I'm sorry. 20 minutes to go on this wild ride.
You've been a little off.
It's this whole 3-hour thing. It's fucking with me.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can't seem to make up my mind.
That really count to 3 thing kind of got me.
You know, maybe 7 to 9 would be cool.
Right? Anything? I'm up for it. Just let me know.
Well, it's not that I don't like doing a 3-hour show. It's just I don't like doing a 3-hour show.
Hey, look.
There's a big difference.
There was a time when even Dave Mustaine wasn't a part of Megadeth.
Hey, our caller, Oscar, was that his name?
Adolfo
from Simi Valley. We got your song in there, brother.
We did. That's right. Well, at least one of the requests.
Yep.
So, yeah, dude, I guess they already have some discrepancies of the Megadeth lineup that they're talking about here. It's saying disputed, it's saying disputed for Kiko.
It's totally turned into a soap opera, you know.
Jesus, who the hell? This person?
So we learned earlier tonight that you can rent Megadeth for $25,000.
$25K.
You want them to show up at your party?
Uh-oh.
And have a baller party?
We're getting a call.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Maybe not.
Nope.
Oh, wait.
I'm the one that called with the Napalm Strike
Yeah.
request. I want to thank you again. No, I was going to say, did you guys also see the David Spade photo of the Chris Adler today? They're recording in Nashville. Somebody snapshots them at some, like, taco stand.
Chris Adler with Megadeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude from Lamb of God?
Lamb of God. Yeah, there's a photo on Blabbermouth. It's fucking, like, pretty weird. But, like, they're in Nashville one. I mean, the studio he created here for the last Megadeth albums were in San Diego. My thing is, what's with the Nashville sound? Or is there a better studio? Or does he think he's going to get a better sound out there? Because I know he's not, Lamb of God isn't, the dude from Lamb of God isn't permanent, so I don't know. And did you hear that also Dave Lombardo was thinking about joining, but back in '86? Those are drug addicts.
You mean formerly
Those are
Slayer, Dave Lombardo?
Yeah, Dave Lombardo, Slayer. It was kind of crazy finding that out. But yeah, I don't know. But my speculations on the new Megadeth album, who cares? Look to the future of thrash, like Napalm Strike. Like bands like Boardbringer, they're out the door too. I mean, they got a new lineup going, but come on.
It can be tough to watch a lot of these bands that have been around for a while, and it seems kind of like they just want to hang on, you know, and
glomming on the glory days.
Right, because they were cool, and they just don't want to let that go. And now you have this big gap of bands that were really cool, and then ones that are trying to be cool, but, you know, you have these, like, for example, to rent Megadeth, we found out earlier, was $25,000. To rent Metallica,
it's like 500,000 or a million or something like that with full production.
You know?
Yeah, it's bull. That's what I'm saying. It's like they sold out. They literally are doing what they said they wouldn't do. They're selling out. My thing is, like, you want to truly be metal? Bring out the new thrash metal bands on your tours. I want to see Anthrax at Call Cop for Anthrax with, you know, Havoc. It's like, come on, bring out the new band.
I do remember.
Why you got to bring out?
I do remember losing some respect for Jason Newsted when he's like, absolutely, we sold out. We sold out every show last night. We'll sell out every show for the time coming to be. You know, it was
right.
Like,
that was in that year and a half of life of Metallica,
as well as like the behind the music. He was like, we sell out every show. I was like, oh,
I bet somebody gave him that response. Somebody was like, if somebody ever asks you, this is the answer you give them.
Well, yeah, I would imagine that's a pre-programmed response right there.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that was one of the things that I was like, oh, dude, Jason Newsted, come on.
No, I agree. And the same thing with when what's his name? The last guitarist that left, Chris.
Broderick.
You know, the virtuoso. Yeah, there you go, Broderick. I think it was an interview he had said that you can't be yourself in Megadeth. They want you to play it like Chris Poland played it, or they want you to play it Marty Friedman played it, and it can't be done. It's like everyone's different. You know?
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
why the tribute to Pantera would never happen. All right, man. All right, Adolfo, thank you. Thank you for calling in, and we'll keep the horns up high.
No, most definitely, and anytime. I got some more requests.
Right,
all right, man. You got it. Hit us up anytime.
All right, thank you.
Later,
all right,
brother.
Later. Yep, I agree with his assessment.
Yeah. And dude, wouldn't it be awesome if fucking Chris Adler of Lamb of God was in fucking Megadeth?
That would be. I would be surprised.
Would
you go see Megadeth then?
I would go see Megadeth now.
Would you? I've seen
I
Megadeth.
mean, the tickets are only like $20.
That's true. They are a 25K band. I keep forgetting what we're talking about. Ouch. Yeah.
Well, that's fucked up. We're fucked up people. Whatever. Read the disclaimer.
You know, and it's funny. You see a lot of the other bands that were out and popular at the same time era that these guys were, and we still got another 6 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I was just.
Yep. And a lot of them, you know, they'll pop up and make appearances, but they're not still trying to hold on to the top spot. Yeah. I don't know.
Would Slayer rank on there? I mean, they're always headlining, though.
You know what?
But that's kind of like a given, dude. If
Slayer
Slayer's
wins
there,
the court of popular opinion, but they don't win in record sales and shit.
Yeah, they're very much an underground.
Everybody loves Slayer.
Yeah.
But the numbers don't show it.
I try and support them. Dude, not only do I try and support the band, I try and support I bought a t-shirt in the venue for like $35.
I support the band by torrenting all their music.
I actually have hard copies of
I do
Slayer
too.
albums.
Yep.
Because they're badass.
I used to have my favorite record ever. Anybody who's a vinyl collector, I had the original Live Undead fucking album I bought at a record store for like $6. It was nothing.
And you were totally scratching on it.
No, but I did play it though.
Yeah, well,
and then
you have to.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
It's like the big giant fucking vinyl of
it was
Cheech
a
and
picture
Chong's
disc.
greatest hit.
It had a picture of the graveyard scene on the vinyl.
Yeah, it's like you have to open up the Cheech and Chong's greatest hit to get the big bamboo paper out.
I tried smoking the big bamboo. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't keep that thing
incredibly
together.
hard, dude. Yeah, you literally have to use like rubber cement.
I wasn't inhaling, of course, but
that's right. I didn't exhale, man.
Only 3 times I didn't exhale.
Only tried acid like 22 times.
No,
man.
twice, man.
No, twice, man. That's one of the greatest fucking skits that they have. It's fucking
For sure,
amazing.
yeah.
It's like their Laurel and Hardy's Who's on First, That and Dave.
Yep. I see I got the squeaky chair now. It's turning into that chair.
I thought it was mine that was squeaking.
Nope, it's mine now.
I got some WD-40. Or I have some actual, like, graphite spray. It's pretty crazy. That's pretty gnarly.
I don't give a fuck, as long as it doesn't squeak anymore.
I got the sewer penetrating lubricant spray.
You sick bastard. Why am I not surprised?
I guess you gotta spare some for your chair.
I guess KY would make my...
You know what
chair
KY
stop
stands for?
squeaking.
Quit yelling.
Perfect.
Oh, it's almost the flawless joke, but it's, you know, if you're a major fan of, I don't know, grammar or English, quick actually starts with a Q.
Yeah.
Quit yelling. Quick. Oh, dude, you don't have to punch me. It's horrible. Let's see. Molly Hatchet died. You think of all time, though, Eddie would fucking win the mascot challenge.
Oh, the story from the beginning of the show. Yeah, for sure, dude. He's there, and I mean, here we are talking shit about Megadeth, and now I'm going to praise him. They did have a good mascot thing going on.
Vic Rattlehead, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think...
You don't think the
compared-
Mandalorian would whoop ass down on everybody?
I don't think it was as popular.
No, I'm just talking about, like, physical prowess, pretty much.
Are we talking about coolness or popularity contest? Because if that's the case, I think Eddie for sure wins.
Oh, well, definitely, dude. He's been in all
Everybody
sorts of
knows
incarnations,
him. You know, you may not even be a Maiden fan, but you've heard of their mascot.
or you know what he looks like.
Yeah.
I wonder out of how many of those people would recognize Eddie over Mickey Mouse.
Well, that's a tough one.
I don't know, man. It's not Mickey isn't as
Or put him next to Vic Rattlehead and see how many people know him just by the picture.
That's true. No, that's the dude from, and that's the, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
That's Eddie from Iron Maiden, and I'm not sure who that skeleton guy is. Yeah.
Who's that weird dude with the fucking, is that metal? Does he have a lip piercing of metal? Speaking of corpses, no, I'm just-
I didn't say shit.
something's gonna get thrown. Yeah.
Well, Stack's sleeping on the couch tonight. Making his own dinner and shit.
Delegated to the doghouse. We don't have a dog anymore in the doghouse.
That's good. It won't be as crowded.
That's true. I won't have to fight for the blanket or the dinner. No fighting for the meal tonight, motherfuckers.
Get the fuck back.
But I mean, like, they have everybody's, like, even quasi-mascot up on this list.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You know, like the
Shit,
Christar from Danzig. Is that the skull
What?
with the horns?
Yeah,
And Knucklehead from Five Finger Death Punch?
All right.
X-Face from Mushroom Head? Not Man from Anthrax.
Who's Slipknots?
They don't have one.
And neither does Guar?
No, which was greatly disappointing. And thank you for reminding me of what I needed to show you.
Oh. What were you going to show me? Because I forgot.
Something related to Guar.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can't say it on the radio? It's bad?
No, I did earlier. It was the AV Club's third installment for Guar.
Oh.
It was the new lineup with Blothar and
Oh, right. I think
and
I have
Bulbatron.
seen what you were talking about.
It's pretty cool. They tip the hat to
Right.
Motorist.
I think I did see that. I think you showed it to me before.
Maybe I might have. I'm gonna have to watch it again anyway, just because it's badass. So, yeah. But
Well, we got a few seconds left, and
might as well celebrate the passing, right?
right of one Randy Rhoads. So
Of
without
one and only.
further any ado, let's get into it right
Further
about
any
now.
ado?
Further any ado?
All right then.
Yeah, we went a little over. So what?
We just awesomed all over the place, though.
We're rule breakers. That's what we do.
Rules and bones were meant to be broken.
But now we're out.
That's right.
So thanks for hanging out.
Right on.
We will be here next Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, sharp.
And who knows when we'll end then?
Right. Check us out at metalocity.net. Check out our Facebook, Metalocity. Spread the word.
Spread the sauce.
And we will talk to you later.
Later.